Hello and welcome. Lovely to see those of you who are here on the Zoom, and welcome to those watching the live stream or the recording. I can see in the image of myself that my eyes are a bit like this. It's because I've been looking at the solar eclipse with those funny glasses, and I think it's made my eyes a bit like this. So, yeah, I hope you got a chance to have a look at it if you're in Europe. It's a incredible phenomena to see. Yeah. Anyway, here we are, and welcome. And yeah, we do this every week on a different theme. And this week's theme is, why do you feel separate? So before we get into that, I'd love to just get a flavor of who is here, and if you feel like writing a few words in the chat, how you are in this moment. What's the internal weather right now? Just also as more people are just coming in. So just yeah, if you feel like just sharing how you are right now, what you're bringing to this session. And it can be just one or two words or a sentence maximum. No long stories, but just nice to get a flavor of who is here and how you're feeling right now. So, Dennis, doing okay, just hoping to see things more clearly. Yeah, nice. Elizabeth, a little rushed getting here, but trying to land. Okay, great. Yeah, and for those who are just arriving, just asked if you feel to write a few words or one word or a sentence maximum about how you're feeling right now. Christina, sleepy but good. Dan, hi Unmani, Dan from Canada, happy to be here. Welcome. Yeah, anyone else want to write a few words before we get started? Oh, we're already started, but yeah. Marie Christine, the theme is right on. Yeah, so I'm glad it's something you resonate with. Lovely to see you, by the way. We've just had a wonderful retreat in the Netherlands, and I see a few people who were there at this retreat, at this meeting from the retreat. Yeah, Wim, still feeling the energy from the retreat. Yeah, nice. Me too. Yeah, it was a lovely 5-day, really intense journey. Very beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, you can, if you feel to keep writing a few words, even as we go on, you're welcome. Yeah, so let's start by just getting comfortable and closing our eyes and taking a few deep breaths into the belly. Letting go of everything else that has been happening in your day, in your week, bringing all of your attention here, now, and whatever is going on, or whatever dramas or feelings or stories have been going on in your life, just allow yourself a complete break for this half an hour together. You can always pick it up again if you still want to at the end of this session. So allowing your mind to just empty, just to be here now, bringing your attention to the sensations that you feel right now, sitting on this seat, and then taking some time just to feel into how this body feels right now, noticing whatever is here, sensations, emotions, waves of energy. Also noticing if there is any commentary, any thoughts that make what is here mean something in some way. We just notice it. Like clouds passing in the sky. And as we are noticing the felt sensations, the direct experience, just want to ask you this question related to our theme today about separation. If you feel separate, where in your body do you notice this sense of separation? And there's no right or wrong, just noticing how it is for you in your experience. Where do you feel this sense of separation? Is it in a particular body part? Is it in your head, in your chest, your belly? Is it behind your eyes? How is it for you? Just noticing. And then we can let go of that and just notice generally how this body is. Noticing the sounds the sense of the room that you're in, the space that you're in. And beyond all of the experience that is noticed, there is the knowing of it all, the seeing of it, the awareness that is untouched by whatever is experienced. And there is no separation. And this is your true nature, beyond it all, beyond separation, always whole, always free. And this is the paradox of who you are, the awareness beyond it all, and the lived experience of this sensation, this sound, or whatever the experience is right now. So then we can slowly come back to this, sitting on this seat. And when you're ready, we can open our eyes. So, our theme today is, why do you feel separate? Well, I feel that first of all, when we start to speak about separation, we need to look at what separation is and how we experience it first. So, usually we assume that I feel separate from something or someone else. Perhaps I feel separate from other people. Perhaps I feel separate from life itself. Perhaps I feel separate from love, from connection. Perhaps I feel separate from my body, my feelings, my emotions, my heart. And I'm separate from nature, yeah, from the whole of nature, yeah. And then how we feel it or how we experience it. So we might have a sensation that we feel in the body. And that's why in the meditation, I invited you to check that out for yourself. And you can check that out anytime. Anyone who's listening to this right now can stop and just feel, where in the body do I feel that? And then the next question is, how do I know that that sensation means that I'm separate? And that's really an interesting one, because we may find that often we are making an assumption that this perhaps uncomfortable or painful sensation means that I am separate, that I'm disconnected from everything else, everyone else. But when we actually check that and see, well, yes, I feel this sensation, I feel the heartbreak of it, but do I know that that means that I'm separate? I don't know, really. But yes, somehow it can feel very wrong, very uncomfortable, and feeling almost as if you're kind of behind a wall, longing to break through, longing to find real connection again. And often this felt sense, this sensation is also accompanied by a belief. So not only the belief that the sensation that I feel means that I'm separate, that's a fundamental one. But then there are other beliefs that perhaps you have believed maybe your whole life. And because you've believed these beliefs your whole life, they have been reinforced again and again and again. And they seem to be the most fundamental, basic belief that must be true. It's not even believed in, it's absolutely taken as this is the truth. And then, because we believe that as such a fundamental truth, there's a sensation that seems to form around that belief. And it can feel very tight and restricted and like I'm behind a wall. And these beliefs, these most fundamentally believed in or assumed to be true beliefs, are usually about a me, that I am me. I am someone located inside this body, and the world and everything that I'm longing to become one with is outside. And I'm stuck in this prison of me or the body or behind this wall. I am this me, and it's so fundamental. And then there are other beliefs about me, my life, my personality, my problems, my hopes and dreams and fears, my trauma, my longings, my flaws, the problem with me, what is wrong with me. And all of this is reinforcing this believed in fundamental truth that I am me. And it can seem absolutely radical to question this me. And at first it can seem terrifying even to question this fundamental truth that we have believed in our whole lives, that actually this me, who is that? Who am I? Am I this belief? Am I this story of me? Am I even this location, the location of as someone inside? Because this is the story that the thinking tells, that I am me and myself, my story of me is located inside, and I'm looking out of these eyes at the world out there. And then we long to connect and merge and meet. We long to belong. And usually we are projecting our longings and our sense of disconnection onto the world outside of us. We perhaps blame the world for excluding us, or we blame our circumstances or other people for the way that we feel. And we do everything to actually avoid feeling the heartbreak of that sense of disconnect. And we try to explain it. We try to fix it. And maybe we do have temporary experiences where we have a sense of oneness or wholeness. Maybe we fall in love with someone and then, finally I'm seen. Finally I belong. Maybe we're welcomed into a community. And then, I feel whole. I don't feel separate anymore. Or maybe we have a beautiful experience in nature, or perhaps a spiritual experience in meditation. And then there's just this sense of oneness and wholeness. But it passes, like every experience passes. And then again, we're left with this painful sense of heartbreak that we label separation. I am separate. So if we do stop and question this belief, and in fact, all these beliefs surround this belief in a me, then we're left with the raw sensation of heartbreak, of longing, of pain. And perhaps that pain itself doesn't mean that I am separate, but perhaps that pain is simply an invitation to meet myself in this moment as pain, as discomfort, as longing, or whatever word we put to it. And in meeting it right now, just as it is, without believing or assuming that it means something about me, that it's a problem to be fixed or solved, but just meeting it. There is no separation. There is only pain. And this is oneness. There is not me experiencing the pain. There is simply pain happening. Awareness of pain. Pain-filling awareness. And this is oneness. This is no separation. You may not like the experience. You may prefer to have an experience of oneness with joy and happiness and pleasure. And that can, of course, we can have beautiful experiences like that as well. But if we are waiting only for those kinds of experiences in order to feel whole and not separate, then we are excluding half of life, because life does sometimes include pain. And just this very excluding parts of life can make us feel this heartbreak, because the truth is that we are whole. Our true nature as life itself includes it all. So when we believe that any part of life is excluded, we start to feel the heartbreak of that. And then we long to include it all again. So we have to start by including our present experience, whatever it is. This is where it starts. This is where we meet what is never separate, our true nature, who we are. So it's not about excluding anything. It's not about waiting to clean up or fix this sense of separation. It's about simply meeting what's here and knowing that this is who I am, experiencing and being filled with this experience just the way it is. Yeah, so I'm curious to hear how you're feeling now? If there's any change in how you are after this meeting, if you want to share in the chat any words, or if we have a couple more minutes left. If there's any short question I can respond to by sharing on the chat. In these half an hour sessions, I don't have dialogues, but I like to just have a sense of who is here from the chat. Yeah, Robert, I feel more connected. Nice. Yeah. Anyone else? Dan, appreciate you, Unmani. Yeah, thank you. Marie Christine, I can see clearly that I project. Oh, sorry. I project the pain on the other. The other I feel separate from. I can see clearly that I project the pain on the other I feel separate from. Yeah, yeah. It's hard. It's a hard one to be confronted with. To see that we are doing that. But starting to see it is also the beginning of turning and welcoming the pain itself. Yeah. Christina, I lost the sense of me. Somehow there's the seeing the body as this me. Oh, sorry, I can't read this so much. As the wall or everything around. Yeah, not quite sure what you mean. I get a sense of what you mean, but I don't understand the words. But I kind of feel you. Yeah. Max, nice approach. Noticing the sense of separation as an object inside of awareness. Yeah, yeah, it's something to explore that, huh? It's just simply a felt sense. Yeah. Robert, the bigger me has more value than the little me. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's not that it has more or less value. It's a paradox of both. It's just that usually we are putting all of our attention and value onto this little me, or this belief in a small me, and then we're kind of overlooking the big self, me. So to see that actually it's the other way around is bringing a bit more balance to the way we see things and live. Wim, it feels like going towards nothing. Yeah, nothing, everything. Yeah. Elizabeth, this feels like something I need to practice in real life interactions and play with it. Absolutely, yeah. It's really something to experiment with. Yeah, playfully, no need to get too serious about it, but yeah, it's something to play with. Yeah. And such a good reminder that the feeling of separation is just a thought or feeling. Yeah. Yeah. And not to believe it and take it too seriously. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with the experience of separation if you don't take it seriously, right? It's a game that we play. We pretend to be separate, but we're never really separate. Yeah. Dennis, I don't feel separate, but not yet, not separate. Working on it. Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, maybe also we sometimes have an assumption of what not feeling separate will feel like. And maybe it's nothing special. Maybe it's just not believing that we are separate. And then the ordinary experience is already not separate. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. It's been a pleasure. And see you next time. Same time, same place next week. I can't remember the theme for next week right now, but yeah, you can have a look on the website. Oh, and also soon on the website there will be a 6-week online journey on the theme of longing to belong. So in the next couple of days, you'll see that on the website. So you're very welcome to join me. It's going to be really an interesting journey. So there'll be 6 weekly sessions on the theme of longing to belong. And it will be starting at the end of September. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Lots of love. Bye.